Two of the biggest challenges facing gardeners here in the Phoenix area in regards to growing tropical fruit trees are A, the pH of the soil and water, B, cold protection. Tropicals love heat. Tropicals are fine with the low humidity environment. Actually, low humidity does not enable different tropical diseases to breed here. Our trees will want a little bit of protection getting started the first or second summer, but those are issues easily dealt with. Cold protection is, like I said, up there with pH as far as the two biggest challenges for us here. So what I found is that many gardeners, the first year, and I did the same thing, I'm guilty of it, go crazy. You want to turn your backyard into a tropical paradise, and you rush out and you buy as many tropical, large leaf, beautiful plants as you can afford. You get them home, and then beginning of December hits. And then you find out that we're going to have a few nights of 29, 30, 31. What do? You scramble to protect each of those individual trees. Some of the trees are going to need heat, so you have to run extension cords to the individual trees. That can be a problem, and it kind of takes a little bit of fun out of the hobby. So my recommendation for you that have not planted anything yet is to pick an area in your backyard, whatever size it might be, 5 by 10, 10 by 20, 50 by 50. In this particular example here, this is a 12 by 12. Make that your tropical fruit garden. The reason I say that is because it's a lot easier to protect a bunch of trees in one area than it is a bunch of trees scattered out throughout the yard. So, like I said, this here is a 12 by 12 area. Simple wood posts. This is actually inside of our shade house where we keep our inventory. The roof is at 8 foot shade fabric. Posts are at 12 foot. So come winter, this is really easy to wrap some frost fabric around these posts, staple a couple of pieces across the top. If need be, I can run one extension cord out here with a shop light, 1,000-watt shop light from Home Depot, and protect all these trees. Makes a little bit more sense. These trees are not going to get large here anyway. Winter's not going to allow it. The pH is not going to allow it. So think of them as large bushes for all intents and purposes. I have 9 different fruit trees crammed into this area here, and still plenty of room to plant some vegetables in between the trees. So to give you a little tour here, we've got Suriname cherry in the back corner. Next to it we have papaya. Next to it we have a Namdok Mai mango, which, by the way, this was in the ground through last winter. It died back completely. We call this one of the Phoenix Fruit Grower specials. It was dead. Supposedly it was not going to come back. You can look at it now. It is absolutely gorgeous. Next to it we have the peanut butter fruit tree, Java plum, star cherry, longan, blackberry jam fruit, and starfruit. Now, we dug out about 2 foot of soil out of this 12 by 12 square. We replaced it back with 25%-ish native soil, 50% our soil that we make and sell. The remaining 25% was a mixture of compost, worm castings, lava rock, and peat moss. The purpose of the peat moss was to help bring the pH down a bit. pH here in Phoenix runs 8.5. These trees will die at 8.5. You want to get down in the 6 neighborhood. So after 8 months of repetitive layering on of organic material, deep watering, we actually had this tested last week for the first time. Results came back at 6.33. And all of the minerals were high to very high, which means I don't need to fertilize. Just need to keep the pH down and continue watering. So, for those of you who are wondering how many trees can you fit into a small area, here's an example. Here's 9 trees in a 12 by 12 square, and there's still plenty of room on the inside to put some veggies or whatnot. Pruning will keep them small. It's fairly simple, no reason to stress. If you have any questions, please ask in our Facebook group, Living the Green Life. Our Instagram page is Seamus_O'Leary_. Thank you and have a wonderful 4th of July.